Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Trey, and let's talk about the She-Hulk finale, and let's do sort of a break the fourth wall thing myself. So yesterday I recorded the finale for She-Hulk, and I talked about it. And guess what, y'all? You would not believe this. It didn't save. Even though it said it saved, it didn't save. So I was looking for it on my computer, on my phone, nowhere. So this is literally the third time I'm recording this. So pray for me, because I'm I'm kind of like, Jesus Lord, if this ain't some meta commentary nonsense right here, like, shoot, I wish I can break the fourth wall, return to yesterday, and make sure my recording is safe, because this is ridiculous, honestly. But hey, we do it live. F it, we'll do it live. But the She-Hulk finale, you got to be kidding me, right? No, seriously. Like, are you serious? No, Marvel. Ain't no way in hell. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Look at me, I'm laughing so goddamn hard that I done laugh myself to darn coughing. But no, the reason why I'm saying, because I'm like, ain't no way in hell they will sit up there and call it that. You know what I'm saying? Like, why in the world would they even do something like that? The reason why I'm saying that is because I read the leaks. So if any of you guys know about the leaks, you know that the finale was some weird shit. Honestly, I'm not upset. I just couldn't believe that the leaks were real. Cause I was like, ain't no way. And I should have expected the leaks to be real, because a lot of leaks from Marvel Studios do become real, every once in a while anyway. So I'm not really, saying that it wouldn't happen or anything. But the fact that it actually was true, and I'm just looking like, what the hell what crack was y'all smoking? You know what I'm saying? Because not only were the leaks terrible, the episode itself was terrible. Like, you got She-Hulk talking to the audience, talking about, this is so tropey, this is so lame. Aren't you guys sick of it? And then for her to bust out of the Disney Plus app, go to the Marvel Studios, actually run into those losers writers. Yeah, that's right, I said it. Those loser writers, they're just sitting there looking stupid and stuff like that. Oh, I'm surprised there's 2 men on the board, but everybody else is fucking female. Pathetic, incompetent, morons, idiots, imbeciles. That's what I see. People who look like they ain't got no kids, no family, loners, losers. Like, what? No real job, no real ethnic about themselves. That's exactly what it looks like. And She-Hulk is like, guys, are you kidding me with this nonsense? And then to top it off, they was like, well, if you have a problem, you got to talk to the head of Marvel Studios. And instead of it actually being Kevin Feige, which would have made actual sense, they decided, oh no, it's a robot. Did you really think a man was capable of this? Like, come on now, it's not even funny. So I don't know. I just think it's the most weirdest meta commentary. It's not even funny meta commentary. It's just like, if this show was clever, maybe it would have worked. But basically, I don't know. So if you guys don't know, she went to a gala. Her sex tape was revealed. It looks like the real villains were YouTubers or people who have criticism against the show. They made her rage out. They didn't want her to they done made her look bad. she lost her apartment, she lost her job. Now she's moved in back with her parents or whatever, and she's self-aware, so she knows she's in a show. So she goes to Marvel Studios and was like, "You guys must be kidding me, right?" And they go and talk about it, and it's kind of funny because she goes. Everybody thought that she was gonna go talk to the real life Kevin Feige, and then they were like, "No, she's not gonna go and talk to the real Kevin Feige. She's gonna talk to Kevin." So Kevin is basically a robot, and I'm just like, what the hell? we're just. I forgot what the hell they said. He was standing for, but it's kind of weird. Like, it's basically like a version of MODOK, if that makes sense. Like, if you guys remember MODOK, but basically the robot was the one that came up with that approves of stuff. She talks about the Fantastic Four, the X-Men. They're still like, no. So it's like they know that people want that, but they're not going to give it to us. And I just think it's just such a weird, questionable, lazy ass finale, honestly, because they were going to have Bruce and Abomination fight. They were going to have her versus the King Hulk or whatever, because the guy who stole her blood in episode 1 or 2? No, it was 2, I believe. It was one of the tech bros, and he was gonna use it so he could become a Hulk, and then she has to take him on, but she didn't want to do that, and she talks to Kevin and make Kevin get rid of all of the things that she didn't want to do. So basically, the finale didn't really have her fighting anybody. Like, I don't know. I just think it's the most weirdest thing ever. Like, why not have a finale where they actually do something, But Kevin didn't want to. Kevin listened to her and granted what she wanted. So then she goes back in her show, and Daredevil shows up. He's kind of too late for everything. Blonsky, he goes to jail for 10 years. The bro never does anything with the blood of Hulk, with the blood of She-Hulk. So he never hulks out or whatever. Hulk never fights Abomination. They go and have a picnic or whatever. Then Hulk arrives with his son, because after they talk, she literally jumps to the next scene of the show, where close to the finale, and she literally walks around the corner, and then bam, and then here come Daredevil too, and then she was like, "Oh, you kind of too late for that because we're kind of done with that stuff or whatever." And he was like, "Oh, okay." I mean, I'm not about to break down the entire episode with you, because I think it's all just kind of lame at this point. Like, oh, okay. I mean, she's even critiquing her own finale show. Like, what are we doing right now? Like, that's basically they're basically saying the real villains is, YouTubers, people who criticize the show. So she really didn't have a villain, if that makes sense. So nobody from really any rogues gallery of the Hulk or She-Hulk themselves, no Elephant Man, no none of the mobsters that was trying to kill her, none of that at all. It was basically the critique of fans who didn't like the show and who hated women. And basically Kevin, which I'm sorry, now I remember the acronym, Knowledge Enhanced Visual Interconnective Nexus. That's what it is. And I don't know. Honestly, I don't think it needs another season. I think the show's just lame as hell. And then they introduced Hulk, who was like, "Oh, I'm sorry I'm late, but I want to introduce you to my son, Scar, because I was on a car and people are like, oh my god, that means it's Teason playing Hulk or whatever." And it's kind of funny, even one time too, that they were that she had even told Kevin to save this shit for the movies. You know what I'm saying? And he even had told her, can she like, yeah, it was, he even told her kind of like to She-Hulk herself because, you know, the CGI can't afford it. So they even know that the CGI that they're doing is rushed or expensive, because literally they kind of transition where you don't see, like, you know, they turn the camera around, so bam, you know, Tatiana Maslany is there instead of, you know, She-Hulk herself. So I don't know, I think it's the most weirdest thing ever, honestly. I don't find it funny or enjoyable. I kind of find it odd and weird because it comes off as a fanfic, honestly. It really do come off as a fanfic. You know what I'm saying? Like, wow, this is what, you know, you guys are doing to do a finale to what's that word? Fuck, I'm drawing a blank on the goddamn word right now. I'm sorry, now I remember. Subvert expectations. They love subverting expectations with this stuff, and it just gets kind of tiring after a while. You just be like, all right, I'm kind of over this nonsense right now. Can we really like stop with this bull crap of subverting expectations? Because I don't want my expectations to be subverted all the time. Honestly, I'm kind of over being having my expectations subverted. You know, just let's kind of stop doing that right now. Let's actually give a good finale, because that's the problem with a lot of these MCU shows. They have lackluster finales, and this is no different neither, because they thought they were being funny, but the problem is the show hasn't really been good, and it hasn't really earned that meta commentary of a finale where you could just skip over stuff because you want to. I don't know. I'm not impressed by it. I think it's lame. But I mean, hey, this is the loserness of MCU. This is what you guys approve of. This is what you know. You guys say that this is freaking amazing. Say what you want about the Arrowverse shows or whatever, but hell, them bitches know how to put on a better finale than y'all asses do, and that's real talk, with less budget and less money, because this is pathetic. No, I'm sorry, it's pathetic. It's not funny. It's kind of weird, and it comes off lazy and cheap, honestly. I know they're trying to be, you know, comedic, and I know they're trying to take this meta commentary, fourth wall breaking thing, but it just doesn't work with how the show is ran. But that's what happens when you have incompetent idiots running the show. And I even heard that I don't know if it's true or not, but I heard that the reason why this finale even happened is because they kind of talked to Dan Slott about it, and Dan Slott is the one who suggested this kind of finale for the She-Hulk, instead of actually having her fight someone, which, you know, in a superhero show, why wouldn't you have a final showdown with someone? But, oh yeah, I forgot, you made it where internet trolls and fan criticism is the major villain of the show. So, I mean, you know, you pay for what you get, guys. I mean, honestly, is it really great to still be subscribed to Disney Plus? Because after this, I would be like, nah, I'm good. I don't need this bullshit. Like, the finale was pathetic. I'm sorry. This was fucking pathetic. Like, I mean, I'm, again, not upset about it. I'm just kind of baffled by the fact that everything from the leaks were true, and that Marvel really went through it instead of actually giving us a real She-Hulk finale, or having, you know, She-Hulk finally step up in the role of being a superhero and finally going through that hero journey where she finally realized, like, okay, my personal life and everything that kind of got messed up, but at the end of the day, you know, and then, you know, we find out a real villain behind it, and then maybe it might cause a big scene where it endangers people that she care about, which will, even though she's kind of like upset with the world and don't really want to do it, she decides to step up, take the hero's path, and save the day. You know what I'm saying? Realizing that her cousin Hulk, her cousin Bruce Banner Hulk, was right, that you gotta become a superhero. You gotta step up and save the people when they can't save themselves, or something like that. Some kind of inspirational that'll make her really realize, like, yeah, this is my time to shine and show everybody what I'm made of. Like that Sonic song, try to take my energy, something inside of me, let me show you what I'm made of. Like that, yeah, that kind of thing. You know what I mean? And finally, public, even though not everyone in the public is fully accepting of She-Hulk or whatever, but the people that are there see the heroics that she did, the lives that she saved. Even people that can't stand her, you know what I'm saying, are starting to see her in a different way or whatever and stuff like that. And even though she lost her practice, she got fired from her job or whatever, she's gonna go, into her own practice and maybe team up with Daredevil. I don't know. That could have been something really cool. You know what I mean? But it's just a thought. It's just a thought. But I don't know. I'm just like, whatever. And then that ending where Scar showed up, I was just like, what the fuck? And everybody was like, is that Robbie Amell? I hope it's not Robbie. Robbie, if you're listening to this, get the fuck up out of there. Get the hell out of there. You deserve better than this. You deserve better than this, boy. You deserve better, because, wow, they massacred Scar so bad. And, it's kind of funny. A lot of people are more interested in what are they going to do with the Hulk in She-Hulk, because the show really wasn't all that darn interesting, honestly. And it's kind of sucks to see a fan favorite character gets mistreated and destroyed just because you got losers who don't know how to, write this character, honestly. But it is what it is, honestly. I'm just like, whatever. But you guys tell me what you guys think in the comment section below, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.